Caitlin Clark's future is becoming more uncertain with the imminent approach of free agency. The Indiana Fever standout player may soon face the departure of key teammates, including experienced shooting guard Kelsey Mitchell, a reliable supporter throughout the previous season. Mitchell, a key player for the Fever since being drafted in the 2018 WNBA draft, has persevered through challenging seasons without a playoff berth. Currently playing with the Shanxi Flame in China, Mitchell is focusing on the upcoming 2025 WNBA season with uncertainty surrounding her return to the Fever. The two-time All-Star recently expressed her indecision in an interview with the Players Tribune, admitting, "I'll be honest, I don't know what colors I'll be wearing next year." Her excitement to enter free agency for the first time in her career adds an intriguing element, as she looks forward to having a say in her future as a basketball player. Lynn Dunn, the Fever senior advisor, has highlighted the franchise's determination to retain Mitchell. Kelly Krauskopf, president of basketball operations for the Fever, expressed agreement, stating, "Indeed, we have the chance to re-sign her. It would be remiss of us not to take advantage of this opportunity." Nevertheless, the Fever must also consider the forthcoming negotiations for the Collective Bargaining Agreement, CBA, in 2025. With the upcoming negotiations looming, players who qualify may pursue yearly contracts, potentially leading to renegotiations or changes in team loyalties in 2026 due to a possible increase in salaries and benefits under the new agreement. This growing complexity introduces further uncertainty for Mitchell as she considers her future with the Fever. Fans and analysts will be closely monitoring her upcoming decisions, as she and the franchise navigate this critical juncture. Flaugy Johnson has sparked speculation that the Indiana Fever may be interested in signing her, following her glowing praise of new head coach Stephanie White. Johnson's standout performance as a key player for the LSU Tigers at the college level has fueled rumors about her potential future in the WNBA. Given that the 21-year-old is able to be selected in the 2025 draft, there is a possibility of her teaming up with 2024 Rookie of the Year Caitlin Clark at the Fever. This potential collaboration is worth considering, particularly in light of her history with White. In a recent episode of her Best of Both Worlds podcast, Johnson enthusiastically discussed the Indiana Fever's newest appointment of Stephanie White as head coach. "I genuinely appreciate and admire that particular aspect. I believe she embodies the essence of a coach who connects well with players. During the recruitment process at Vanderbilt, I found myself drawn to the coach and eager to play for her." At that time, White was coaching at Vanderbilt while Johnson was transitioning from high school to college basketball. However, when Johnson decided to join Louisiana State, White had already moved on from her coaching position. Johnson mentioned that had White still been coaching at Vanderbilt, she would have seriously considered attending the college to play under her guidance. "I strive to surround myself with people I enjoy being around, and she appeared to be a great coach." Since starting her college career, Johnson has achieved numerous accomplishments such as winning the NCAA championship with LSU last year, being named SEC's Freshman of the Year, and receiving the McDonald's All-American Award in 2022. During his sophomore season in 2023-24, Johnson showcased an impressive performance, averaging 76.9% from free throws, 5 rebounds, 2.1 steals, 2 turnovers, and a block per game. He also maintained an overall scoring average of 14.9 points per game, hinting at a promising future career. In 2021, White departed from Vanderbilt and took a 2-year hiatus before emerging as the head coach of the Connecticut Sun for the 2023-24 season. She led the team to a second-place finish in the Eastern Conference of the WNBA with a 28-12 record this season. After playing for the Fever from 2000 to 2004, she was named the team's new head coach in early November, taking over from Christy Sides. Sides had guided the team to its first playoff since 2016 before losing to White's team. White expressed her pride and honor in returning to Indiana to lead the Fever at a crucial time for the franchise and women's athletics. "This franchise remains dedicated to achieving success, and I am eager to contribute daily towards achieving another WNBA championship for the exceptional basketball supporters around the globe." If Johnson were to join the Fever, she would have the opportunity to partner with Clark, a 22-year-old player who made a significant impact in the 2024 WNBA season by setting multiple all-time records during her first year in the league. Chosen as the first overall pick in the WNBA draft by Indiana, Clark quickly showcased her value to the team. She secured 66 out of 67 total votes for the WNBA Rookie of the Year award, leading in points and assists as a rookie in a single season and becoming the fastest woman to reach 100 three-pointers. During the WNBA offseason, Caitlin Clark of the Indiana Fever has shifted her focus to golf, making her Pro-Am debut at the Annika in Florida on Wednesday. The Fever guard had a good time despite needing to improve her swing. In a few weeks, 22-year-old Clark will resume her focus on her second season in the WNBA under the direction of Fever coach Stephanie White. Clark is entering the second year of her 4-year, $338,000 contract with the Fever, who drafted her as the #1 pick. First overall selection. Erin Kane, her agent, revealed insights into securing contracts for the up-and-coming Rookie of the Year, who is rapidly becoming a highly sought-after athlete in today's market. Caitlin is a unique client, so our focus is on establishing market trends, Kane noted during Wednesday's episode of the Diggin' Deep podcast. There is a common belief that agents possess complete control, allowing them to simply speak something into existence. However, the truth is that you are assessing the situation. Kane remarked that Clark's appeal has elevated her to the same level as other renowned female athletes. Kane stated that only a few players have sparked such enthusiasm through their exceptional performance. But more importantly, it is the method in which they execute the task. Serena Williams and Simone Biles are both iconic female athletes, each with their own unique accomplishments and contributions to their respective sports. Caitlin is among those individuals. Clark's captivating and skillful gameplay attracted a larger fan following. During her time at Iowa, she gained national recognition and secured multiple lucrative endorsements from top brands like Nike, Gatorade, and Wilson. Wilson recently launched a new line of basketballs bearing her name. Introducing for the Win's 2024 WNBA offseason coaching changes tracker, designed to help you stay updated on all the latest developments in a concise, organized format. Following the conclusion of the season on September 19, the WNBA has seen a flurry of coaching changes, and we're here to keep track of every twist and turn for you. At one juncture, there were 7 vacancies for head coaches, 9 with consideration for expansion teams, along with 3 additional openings for general managers, 5 with the inclusion of expansion squads. The recent changes in the WNBA are creating confusion for many, making it essential to stay informed to navigate through the chaos effectively. We have you covered with the most up-to-date trends. Earlier this year, the Indiana Fever discreetly transitioned former general manager Lynn Dunn to a senior advisor position within the organization, while appointing Amber Cox as the new general manager for the team. Head coach Christy Sides was dismissed after 2 seasons and replaced by former Connecticut Sun coach Stephanie White, who returned to Indiana where she has strong connections. Kelly Krauskopf, the president of the Fever team, selected her in the 2000 expansion draft. She served as an assistant coach under Lynn Dunn during the Fever's championship victory in 2012. In 2015, Krauskopf appointed White as head coach of the Fever, marking her first leadership position in the role. Maximizing our talent and striving for another WNBA championship in Indiana is at the forefront of our goals, stated Kelly Krauskopf, president of basketball operations for the Indiana Fever, upon parting ways with Christy Sides. The Fever's quest for their next championship-winning coach led them to the familiar face of former star Stephanie White. Renowned journalist Annie Costabile, credited with breaking the news of White's move, disclosed that the sequence of events was initiated by the Chicago Sky. During the latest episode of Locked On Women's Basketball, Costabile discussed White's upcoming transfer to the Indiana Fever, with host Jackie Powell disclosing that the move will incur costs of over $1 million. Costabile explained that the search for a coach began when the Sky expressed a need, prompting inquiries into potential candidates and their level of interest. The Sky did not make it to the playoffs this season and struggled significantly following the Olympics break due to a key player, Angel Reese, being sidelined with an injury. The team from Chicago concluded their season with a record of 13 wins and 27 losses, leading to speculation that head coach Teresa Weatherspoon would be departing from the franchise. Costabile disclosed that the initial news he received pertained to Stephanie White potentially not returning to the Connecticut Sun, posing a significant question. Simultaneously, there were indications that White may not remain with the Connecticut Sun for an extended period of time. Additionally, the reporter highlighted the importance of coaches and athletes being prepared to potentially lose their jobs, as even those who excel in their roles can be recruited by other teams. And that is not a cause for shame. It is not incorrect. She also expressed a willingness for participants to explore alternative options freely without the need to tread lightly. White believes in being competitive by any means necessary, even in women's sports teams. She led the Connecticut Sun to 2 semifinals in her 2 seasons with the team. Regrettably, White's protégés suffered defeats to the New York Liberty by a score of 3-1 in 2023 and to the Minnesota Lynx by a score of 3-2 in 2024. In her inaugural season, White achieved the honor of WNBA Coach of the Year, yet there were rumors regarding the potential early termination of her 3-year contract. Upon hearing the news that Stephanie may not return to the Sun, I couldn't help but wonder if the Sky stand a chance at acquiring her. Considering the Sky's less than glamorous history since their title win, it sparked some uncertainty in my mind. Constable detailed that the performance has not met top-tier standards. In the years 2021 and 2014, the Sky claimed just one championship and one conference title each. In contrast, the Fever offered a sense of familiarity for White, who had previously played for the team from 2000 to 2004. Additionally, Stephanie is recognized as a top-tier coach. It all began for me with a renewed effort to comprehend the vast landscape, encompassing both the Sky and beyond, articulated Constable. Furthermore, she served as the assistant coach from 2011 to 2014, during which time the Fever secured the championship title in 2012. Additionally, White held the position of head coach from 2015 to 2016, leading the team to the WNBA Finals in 2015. These notable achievements strengthened the likelihood of the Fever reconnecting with White. Other influencing factors led the 47-year-old to decide to return to Indiana. Upon discovering Stephanie's whereabouts and discussing which team she was on, it became apparent that Indiana was where she would ultimately settle, considering she is a native of the state. Family was clearly a significant influence in her decision, as Constable witnessed her moment of clarity. One crucial factor in White's decision-making process was her physical distance from Indiana and her immediate family. As a member of a blended family, Lisa Salters, her partner, and their 4 sons had to spend time apart from the former Vanderbilt coach. The individual from Illinois expressed challenges in being away from their children while working for the Sun, noting the limited time spent with them from August when they returned to school until October when the individual returned home. Furthermore, she emphasized that the Sun would not want to be perceived as the team preventing opportunities for others. It became evident that there were possibilities to facilitate these opportunities and make them a reality. It was clear to her that the Fever was a logical explanation for the situation, she concluded. While supporters are pleased that she is reunited with her family, critics are questioning the decision as premature, given that she still had a year left of coaching with the Sun, resulting in a significant financial loss for Indiana. As previously stated, White was appointed as head coach with the goal of leading the Fever to another championship victory. She served as the assistant coach during the Fever's victory in the 2012 championship, their sole title to date. As head coach, she led the Fever to the WNBA Finals in 2015 and the playoffs the following year, marking the team's first appearance in the elimination round before this season. Therefore, the Fever were optimistic that White's contributions would lead to securing another championship. Nevertheless, this return has come with its own set of consequences. Stephanie White has made her way back to Indiana. The Indiana Fever are taking strategic actions to improve their team. The organization made the decision to part ways with head coach Christy Sides. As a result, they will be honoring the final year of Stephanie White's contract with the Sun, as well as the final 2 years of Christy Sides' contract. Powell revealed that they clearly have the financial resources to accomplish this task. Per Powell's assessment, the Fever are responsible for covering White's salary equivalent to what she would have received in her last year with the Sun. The specifics of the contract were not disclosed by the Sun, but the Indiana franchise will honor the remaining 2 years of Sides' salary as outlined in her original agreement. Per reports, the Fever's annual payment amounted to $500,000. White's desire to reunite with her family, alongside Fever's goal of securing the title, will result in a minimum expenditure of $1 million. WNBA sensation Caitlin Clark has brought a new energy to the Indiana Fever, and it appears that her coach Stephanie White is following suit. Clark, at 22, has emerged as a standout in women's basketball after an impressive debut season with the Fever, earning her the Rookie of the Year accolade. Despite her exceptional contributions, the team was unable to secure their first WNBA championship since 2012, exiting early in the playoffs after a defeat to the Connecticut Sun. After Christy Sides was dismissed, the Fever introduced White, who is 47 years old, as her successor. According to NBC Sports analyst Terica Foster-Brasby, the ex-Connecticut coach has the potential to quickly and significantly impact her new team in all aspects of the game. Foster-Brasby believes that under White's leadership, the Fever could see a shift in their fan base from pessimistic to optimistic. She unequivocally rejects the negativity previously linked to Fever fans. She stated during an interview with On Her Turf, "We recognize that it's not representative of all fans, but some individuals have misused the Fever name to spread messages that contradict the values of the WNBA. Stephanie White consistently expresses her opinions on such matters, and she will not tolerate them under any circumstances. She will not accept it." Brasby believes that White will bring a positive impact on team morale in the Fever locker room, stating, "I believe the team culture will experience a significant shift outside of the court. I did not have regular coverage of Indiana to be aware of any negative culture there, but White is known for bringing a winning culture, confidence, and awareness of public image. On the basketball court, Brasby foresees a dramatic improvement in Indiana's defensive performance. I am certain that Steph White has a preference for a quick and fast-paced offense, she stated. Navigating that particular task at Connecticut proved challenging due to the advanced age of the team members. Given the youth of this team, the offensive style in question is expected to be highly effective. Connecticut's dedication to defense was another standout quality that we observed. The defensive presence played a crucial role in contributing to their overall success. This implies that the Fever team must prioritize strengthening their defense, even as we commend Caitlin Clark's performance and achievements.